What's up, guys? Out here today in Boulder, Colorado, and today we're going to be hiking Green Mountain in the winter. For a full hike review of Green Mountain in the winter, go ahead and check the link below. So we've gotten a ton of snow recently, and anything super up high is just really dangerous right now because of avalanche risk. So we're deciding to take advantage of the window of opportunity here to hike Green Mountain. I must admit, I don't have a ton of hiking experience in Boulder, so it's nice to get up here. This is without a doubt one of Boulder's most popular hikes. You can hike it year round. Today we are at Gregory Canyon Trailhead. So we parked along the road and just walked up a bit, which added about a quarter of a mile. Obviously we're here. You can park down in here. There's street parking here. And basically you just kind of want to get to this point here. Obviously a ton of other hiking in this area as well if you're looking to do that. It's gonna go the amphitheater way, but we're gonna take Gregory Canyon first, just because it seems like there's less people. You guys know that's what I'm all about. First trail junction of the day here. You're gonna wanna take a right and go towards Gregory Canyon up this way. As I mentioned earlier, Green Mountain is a great hike to do all year round, especially in the winter. Get some practice with your micro spikes, no avalanche risk or anything like that on this mountain. And definitely not today, but you'll also get some pretty sweet views into the Indian Peaks wilderness once you're on the summit, and of course down into Boulder as well. If you know absolutely nothing about the hike up Green Mountain, it's steep. It's a lot of elevation to gain. About 2,500 feet depending on the trail you take. In terms of gear for this hike, really you can get away with just gaiters as an optional thing. You probably will really not need them unless it's a super deep storm, and then micro spikes or some kind of traction for your feet. And you can check out the traction that I use on my feet and help support the channel with the link below. I'll include what gear I recommend using. On a clear day, I'd be able to get your first glimpses of Boulder down there. That's not today though. A little under a mile in. The summit is like right over that way. We're getting a lot of snow right now, but very pretty. Even in the winter, in the middle of a snowstorm, it's still crazy how many people on the trail today here at Green Mountain. So, you know, like I said earlier, this is a good winter hike, but it's never going to be a crowdless one unless you're coming during like off hours of the day and maybe during the week as well. But even then, I'm sure locals trail run this all the time. So just kind of set your expectations before coming here if you like secluded hiking. Had a bit of a flat section there, and now once again, gaining some more elevation. So this is your next trail juncture. Go straight for the Ranger Trail and the Long Canyon Trail, or go right to Realization Point / Flagstaff Road. Ultimately, you can go both ways, but the common loop would be going straight that way. This is the Green Mountain Lodge, and you'll reach another trail junction that's just right back there, and you're just gonna stay straight on the Ranger Trail to head up this way towards Green Mountain. This is obviously a seasonal lodge, and during the winter it is not open. But there's some nice picnic areas and grilling and stuff like that here that you can do in the summer months. Another trail junction, you can go EM Greenman Trail to the left or Ranger to the right. We're going to stay on Ranger. Ultimately, as the sign says, both will get you to the Green Mountain summit. We're about 2.5 miles in, and the trail has definitely picked up in its grade slash steepness to the Green Mountain summit. Snow's picked up a bit. I'm going through these weird, like obviously my legs are pumping, heart's pumping, so I'm getting really hot, and then having to take my glasses off and my hat off, and the snow's coming down heavy, so just a weird dynamic. Juneau is in heaven with the snow, so at least one of us is enjoying the fresh pow. The summit generally is just straight up that way, and we have about maybe a mile to go and about another 1,000 feet of gain. Just about 3 miles from the trailhead to the summit. For now, just give you a quick whirl around, even though there's not much to see up here today. Overall, the hike to the summit was, I would say, moderate to difficult. Definitely a lot of elevation gain, and the snow made it a bit more tricky, but I didn't use micro spikes on the way up. Do plan on using them on the way down though, and we were breaking trail a little bit, maybe like 2-3 inches of fresh snow. Of course, I got to show you this iconic little piece here. So it basically shows you all the mountains off to the west, which you can't see, but we got the summit here to ourselves now. And on the way down, we're going to be taking the trail this way, which is a little more direct, and I'll show you that in a second. The summit of Green Mountain is 8,100 feet. Well, the plan was to take the EM Greenman Trail down, which is a bit more direct, and then I read that. So that plus that means that we're gonna have to go the same way we came, which kind of stinks, but not the end of the world. So we'll go back down the Ranger Trail then. We're back at this trail split that we came up earlier, and you could take the EM Greenman Trail to make the loop. Dogs are allowed on this part of the EM Greenman, but apparently not the one up top. But I just looked at the distance and elevation, and it really wouldn't make any sense for us to do that loop besides showing you guys, which again, really appreciate all of you, but I'm not about to do that just to show you another different trail here. So there's tons of different options on Green Mountain, and that is the standard loop to take the EM Greenman Trail back down to the Amphitheater Trail, which will dump you like in the same general area we started. But again, just doesn't really make sense for us today. So we're gonna go back, continuing down the Ranger Trail, almost back down to the car now, and really like how this little alley behind me looks. So I thought here would be a good spot to wrap up the video on Green Mountain. We ended up taking the same way up as the way down. So it's gonna be about 6 miles round trip, about 2,400 feet of elevation gain. Like a lot of winter hiking here in Colorado, it's super variable, but although we had no summit views, there was really no wind on the summit either, which was really nice. Yeah, all in all, a really nice day. I would definitely recommend Green Mountain hike. It's a really cool one. You really just need micro spikes for this. I'm using mine now, but really didn't use them that much on the way up. So yeah, you might not even need them some days, but it can get icy, so it's always good to have them. Green Mountain is dog friendly for the most part, but there are some trails that are not dog friendly. And again, check the link below for more information on this hike, which trails are dog friendly. There's seasonal closures here as well, so you have to be careful of that during your hiking. If you've hiked Green Mountain recently, I'm gonna have a pinned comment below, so go ahead and put the trail conditions there so others can see what this hike is like when they're planning their visit. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I do hike reviews in Colorado and beyond, so consider that subscribe button to help support the channel. I have some affiliate links below also to help support the channel. And for a full hike review on Green Mountain, please check the link below. Thanks for watching my hike review on Green Mountain here in Boulder, Colorado. Please subscribe not to miss any future content, and we'll see you on the next adventure.